Hey Scorpio, welcome to your January 9th through the 15th weekly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look here. Also, I want to announce that I still am running a sale on my personal readings. All my personal readings are 20% off. That link will be down below if you're curious or if you want to book a reading with me. You did pull this 9th house card. Scorpio says exploration. Also, you pulled clear and activate, create sacred space at this time. All right, this card just came out. It says grounding here. I also feel like it's very important to remain grounded. 9th house, though, can be like travels. So for some of you, there could be some travels here coming up for you this week. 9th house also deals with wisdom, learning, education. So you could be learning something, furthering your education, or just seeking out maybe even mentors or guides. Some of you are mentors or guides here as well. But the 9th house in general just talks about, and it's the house of morality. So it does deal with philosophy or morals, principles, virtues, like how our deeds benefit others, or what we do, how we live, that lives in a way that benefits others. Right, so this could be like, if you're a mentor, you're a guide, well, you're benefiting others by teaching them and guiding them. Or it could be seeking out higher levels of education, learning. It could be exploration too, literally. Like you can be traveling too. 9th house does deal with long journeys, so it can point to traveling. You have the heart chakra card. It says play here. I think there's a big activation in regards to the heart chakra here for you. You could be finding yourself in a more playful, more fun energy this week. Playful, fun things could be going on this week, especially in the area of love here with this heart chakra card. The dolphins on this card are symbolic of cooperation, joy. Like light energy, fun energy here. So, very interesting. And also this card says clear and activate, create sacred space. This is just about being aware of what you're letting into your field, like what you're letting into your aura, if you want to say. It's this card can even point to clearing your aura, or just clearing your auric field, or being aware of what you subject yourself to. Like clearing out all the negative, energy here. I'm picking up too, Scorpio, solitude, like something about solitude, but not solitude in the world, not solitude in the way that which you're isolating yourself in the world, but it's more so to where you can literally clear your mind, clear your energy. Shit. All right. All right, Scorpio, we have your strength card, vulnerability. Chariot here. This is a big week. We will have the nodes switch this week, right? The north node will come into Pisces, the south node will come into Virgo. That'll be on January 11th. So that's a big deal, right? The north node is about the future, how we create a better future for ourselves. The south node deals with the past, the roots of the past. So big energy, or big deal, right? Nodes deal with fate and destiny as well. They represent polarity of change, especially north node in the external world, south node when it comes to our spiritual internal world. All right, let's see here, Scorpio. Let's jump in here. You did pull this 9th house card here. Yeah, you could be learning something here this week, or allowing yourself to. So I have two sides of it's the same coin, but there's two sides of it, and you just have to see what side you're on here. But the 9th house does deal with teachers, guides, mentors. So you could literally be a teacher or a guide or a mentor, and so this would be you educating people or providing them with guidance here, wisdom. helping others here with the ninth house. Now on the other side, you could be seeking out mentors and guides, right, to help you, right? And also you could be furthering your education at this time, or wanting to learn and grow and to explore, right, to open up yourself to evolve and to grow here. And so ninth house can literally mean like you pick up a new book or something, or you purchase a course, or you go to a mentor, or that's how the ninth house could look. Also, this house is symbolic of traveling, so there could be travels here for you as well, or going on some type of adventure here. So you just kind of see what side of the coin you're on here, but that's because I feel like with that, I can't really pinpoint that with that ninth house card. I feel like it's like all of them. You pulled this clear and activate card. It says create sacred space. Yeah, I would be aware of like what you're allowing into your auric field, or what you've picked up in your auric field, especially if you work a lot with other people, or if you're just surrounded in a lot of different energies here. This will just be being aware when it's good to clear your energy, what you need to be aware of, like just what you need to be aware of when it comes to like what you're subjecting your energy to here. Because some of these things that you could be taking on at this time, these could be like thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and you're probably wondering like, why do I have these thoughts? Why do I have these emotions? Like, why do I feel afraid? Why do I feel fear? Like, why do I feel sad? Why am I sad? There's no reason to be sad. Like, this could be just, the energy probably isn't even yours. I think you have a very sensitive antenna, and I think it's just about being consciously aware of that and just staying on top of like your spiritual hygiene here. I also pick up another thing too with this ninth house card, that I kind of feel God is wanting you to clear out, like allow yourself to be open-minded here. I'm not calling you closed-minded, but this would be, it is about creating space for new information to come in, for new concepts, ideas here to come in here with this ninth house card that you pulled. But about the nodes, I want to, before we jump into the tarot, because this is all going to tie in. The ninth house, or sorry, not the ninth house, the north node being in Pisces. The north node, like I said, it's how we create a better future for ourselves. It deals with the external world, and both the nodes are intense, they're radical, right? So they're intense, right? They bring radical change. And the north node is about the future, what we're creating for ourselves in regards to a better future. The south node is the past, the roots of the past. So the north node being in Pisces deals with ideals, the imagination, dreams. It deals with intuition. So this is about allowing yourself, when it comes to creating a better future for yourself, allowing yourself to be more imaginative, or allowing yourself to be more idealistic, to be more in tune with your intuition, trust your intuition more. Also, Pisces though can deal with the spiritual realms of things. And so these are things that you can't see, touch, or feel, but they're very much real. They're there. You can sense. And that's also connected to this clear and activate, create sacred space, to where that north node saying like kind of to be aware of the spiritual influence of things. But the south node being in Virgo, south node is of the past. It drills into things. It uncovers things deeply rooted. Right, so the south node is not always a bad thing. It's like we need to have a good relationship with the past, right? Because also too, we'll find a lot of great things about the past. So it's like you could be uncovering gifts and skills at this time, or you could be uncovering good things, or remembering or going back to the roots of things. But also while going back to the roots of things, you may be seeing like your mishaps or your mistakes, and those are the things you want to let go of with the south node, right? So you have this heart chakra card. It says play here. I think Spirit's wanting you to play more. Maybe you're being too serious. This Knight of Cups being in the challenge. By the way, though, you do have the Chariot here in the outcome position. So I see you moving forward. The Chariot is also an indication of success and triumph. So especially if you've been struggling with certain emotional things here, 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups in the challenge, I do see you being able to overcome those things here. There's a big change here happening for you with the Judgment card, and it's almost as if Spirit is really wanting you, and God is really wanting you here to step fully into your purpose and what you're feeling destined and called to do at this time. Because the Judgment is the reawakening of purpose, or it's the deepening of a purpose here, and you're being called to do it. And it's almost like your inner being is screaming at you to do it. But with that play card, I wanted to say, we'll dive into your tarot and then I'll show you. But Yeah, you pulled the King of Wands here in the position of the good stuff here. Well, the King of Wands is symbolic of strength, authority, and confidence. So I see you very much in a dignified energy here, in a dignified position here, strong position, to where you're able to assert your influence on the world and do the things here that you want to do, right? Feeling confident, being in your authority. Also, King of Wands could be a person. So there could be a strong person this week for you. That's a good thing. I'm not sure. They could be a guide, a teacher, a mentor. They're just basically helping you here, or maybe it's just some type of significance here. It can be in many different ways, but that's something good here I'm seeing happening for you. But if it's not another person, then this is just you. It's like you're stepping into, you're taking the throne basically, right? You're sitting down in the seat that God wants you to sit down in, and it's like, okay, now, here we go. Let's go on the ride, Scorpio. You have the Judgment card here in the position of the overall energy. Yeah, and the Judgment card is connected to you, Scorpio. It is the archetype of Pluto here. So again, you're no stranger to transformation and change, but this is a transformation and change that I feel God is wanting you to really step fully into. You're ready, right? The trumpet is the call here. This is whether or not you want to open up to that new life, and that's symbolic of the people coming out of the coffin, right? It's like opening up to the new life here and answering the call, because there is this alchemical process I'm seeing going on here, to where it's almost like you kind of went through this purification process, and now it's almost like it's an initiation, basically. It's the call of initiation. It's like whether or not you want to accept it. You have the High Priestess here in the position of your hopes and your fears. Yeah, this High Priestess is coming out a lot, and it's in this position actually. Same position. So I feel like this is a collective theme that I'm picking up on, but it's also influencing you. The High Priestess is Pisces. It deals with Pisces energy, right? So where that North Node will be here this week, what we'll be switching into, to where it deals with awareness, sensitivity, intuitive energy, imagination. The High Priestess, actually, she's the psychic of the tarot. So it represents being able to see all the timelines, right? To be able to understand the past, have a elucidated understanding of the present, and then also be able to see the future. So it's about being aware of how your energy, I would say it's just being aware of this, like I feel like you're hoping to fulfill what's in your imagination, like what you're dreaming of, or what you're seeing. You pulled the Page of Swords here in your current energy at this time. The Page of Swords, you could be learning something new at this time, right? It's like maybe you're messing around here with newer things here. Maybe there's newer skills here that you're developing at this time, skills that you're working on, Page of Swords, newer information that you're going on based upon its relation to what it is that you're doing at this time. But I think you're trying to figure out like how you can develop something here. A lot of different ideas, I feel. Yeah, it's all in the mind. Like it's all in your mind at this time. It's like you're thinking about all these different things. You're curious about these things. Page of Swords is curiosity, right? And maybe a little bit of skeptical energy, but it's curiosity to explore and examine new things. And I think that's where your mind is taking you at this time. But it's the Knight of Cups Strength card, right? Knight of Cups and the Challenge Strength card as the advice. It's like having to be emotionally vulnerable and opening up and surrendering into the newer emotional experience that you want. But that takes courage for one, Strength card, and vulnerability. It's like the courage to be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. Four of Cups in the future position. I gotta see you, Scorpio, listening to this message and be like, whatever, fuck it. And then nothing happened, and then you being disappointed about it. Because Four of Cups is the present moment. It's in the now. And this you're gonna be seeing the Four of Cups a lot in my reads, other people's reads. Because this card does somewhat connect to the South Node Virgo energy, to where the Four of Cups can actually represent in the tarot complacency, or it can represent, complacency, but not because you're lazy. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but it's more so you're too critical. You're not allowing yourself to cup, right? What is the cups? It's imagination, right? It deals with imagination. It deals with introspection. It deals with depth. It deals with dreams, fantasy. But that's why the cups don't like the 4, because 4 is structure. It's very earthly. 4, the number 4. Water wants to flow. And so that would be symbolic of the South Node being a Virgo, because the imagination is almost blocked, or you're not allowing your awareness to expand and maybe open up to the possibilities of actually these things being a reality for you, because they're not yet measurable or tangible yet. So I kind of see you closing yourself off here, Scorpio, and being like, whatever, fuck it. But it's like you could be missing out on the moment. You did pull the Chariot here in the outcome, but I do see you snapping out of it if that's the case. The Chariot is symbolic of success and triumph and being able to overcome emotional blockages or hurdles, right? And not succumb to the lower vibrations or lower emotions. That's symbolic of the 2 sphinxes on the Chariot. It's duality, but it's also polarity. And the Chariot is with willpower, so it's like having to harness your will and your inner strength, courage, and conviction, strength card, to take the reins of the Chariot and move in the direction you want to go. And I think you'll probably be seeing this Chariot come out a lot because Mars is in Cancer, and the Chariot's Cancer. And the Chariot is very much a Mars energy. And Mars is retrograde in Cancer. And that can bring the 4 cups of this emotional uncomfortableness and not wanting to face the emotional uncomfortableness. It's like being pissed off and wanting to do something, but being like it's uncomfortable. You have the 6 of Pentacles here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. I'll try to be as resourceful as you can, Scorpio. I'm going to clarify that and get more on that. Clarify the King of Wands here in the position of the good stuff. You pulled the Queen of Swords here. This could be 2 people in your energy, but I pick up just movement here, like fire and air together, like it accelerates things. So there's Queen of Swords would be, this is you having a elucidated vision about what you want and an understanding of what's true for you, what's inspiring, what's stimulating for you. And then the King of Wands would be taking the initiative on those ideas, because the Wands is fire, and fire deals with decisiveness. Air deals with just stimulation and new activity, but it's not like you need fire to start things. So I feel that's that King of Wands energy. It's like you're embodying that King of Wands energy. Clarify the judgment for the overall energy. You build the King of Wands. So there it is. So the overall energy, judgment, King of Wands. Like, I think this is your week when you finally start something. Like when you finally start fooling into something here. Some of you could be hiring a mentor or a guide or a teacher or a mentor or a guide or someone who's a positive role model that will help guide you, point you here. And this could be you too, stepping into that energy. Especially with the 9th house, it's a house of morality, so it deals with how our actions and our deeds benefit others. Clarify the High Priestess. You have the Strength card here, Yeah, I just feel one thing you're hoping for is that you can trust your intuition, that you can that you can trust your intuition, which I feel like you can. Clarify the Page of Swords. You have the Hangman here. Yeah, the Hangman is symbolic of, especially with the Page of Swords, be like newer revelations, a change in perspective, or your perspective changing on something based on newer information. Right? It's kind of illuminating as well. So some type of newer idea that you're conceptualizing. It's almost like you're sitting on something and I don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's almost as if you're sitting on something and it's like you're debating when the moment will come or when the time will come. But I think the Judgment is saying like that the time is now. Clarify the Knight of Cups in your challenge. You have the Justice card here. I kind of see you in the challenge wondering if it will work out or wondering if it will be worth it. Clarify the Strength as your advice. You have the World card. But Strength of the World card is actually, it's about a vulnerability. And especially with the Judgment here, the Judgment's Pluto, and Pluto's in Aquarius right now, and Aquarius very much deals with the world and people and groups. And Strength card, the World card, with the Knight of Cups and the challenge is like allowing yourself to be emotionally vulnerable with the world and open up to the world and connect with the world, especially when it comes to newer, innovative avenues here, with Pluto being in Aquarius, right, that are going to be innovational for you. Clarify the Four of Cups in the future. You have the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, and this is also Dharma, right? Fulfilling your Dharma, like what you were called to do here, the work you were called to do here in this life. And the Four of Cups, Ten of Wands would be ignoring that. Or I wouldn't say ignoring, it's just like sometimes we're just like, man, I don't want to do that shit. But it's always going to be there weighing on you heavily, right? And so I see you kind of being like, damn, like not wanting to do it, but the Chariot, I see you doing it though. So let's see, clarify the Chariot. Yeah, the Page of Cups here. I think this is you finding the emotional motivation or just the inner inspiration here. I think also too, you could be getting help. Someone could be helping you here as well, especially if you're feeling stuck. Like you could come across something here that helps really move things forward for you. But I think this is just you just also too, taking action here and overcoming whatever this is. Clarify the Six of Pentacles here. You pull the Two of Swords. This is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. I would just be aware here. Just how. For one, I think you have a lot to offer than you think you do. I think Six of Pentacles says you have a lot to offer, like you have value to contribute to offer, so don't short change yourself. And I think also the Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords is be aware of how much you're giving, especially if you're not getting anything back, right? Because Six of Pentacles deals with reciprocity, being reciprocal with energy exchanges or just exchanges with anything in general. It's just about being aware that things are fair and balanced. Two of Swords. But otherwise than that, I think, So I do see you, Chariot, being able to overcome, move forward, and overcome obstacles, hurdles, and getting on track here. Could be travels for some of you as well. But definitely movement forward. And the Chariot deals with expanding your field of activity. So this deals with stepping outside your comfort zone and pursuing new things, going into the unknown, and like making stuff happen. So that's what I got for you in your reading. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there, of course, you can book a reading. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe again if you haven't. And I will see you later.